Hello there, welcome to the second episode of Afternoon TV, the podcast. We're just sat here in the park, as you can see, having a lovely British, I guess you could call it spring. Is it spring?
It is spring, yeah.
Yeah, well, not too much sun. Anyway, we're going to have a chat about a few different things, so let's get going. Hello there, Rebecca.
Hi.
What movie did we go see recently?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
And what did you think to it?
I liked it a lot.
You liked it a lot?
Mm-hmm.
How would you compare it to the first one? Like, which one's better?
I think it's hard to decide really what one's better. But I think the second one was trying to be more funny than the first one.
Mm-hmm. Talk up a little bit.
But I don't really know which one was better. I like them both equally, I guess. Which is always strange because usually the second one's worse than the first one.
Yeah.
But not in this case. Maybe, I don't know, maybe in ways I like more, but I definitely do want to see it again.
Yeah.
And then maybe I can make a proper decision.
So there you go. It's definitely a good sign when you want to see a movie a second time. When you've just seen it, like, last night and you want to see it again.
Yeah.
Let's go on different categories. What did you think to the special effects and the CG and stuff like that?
I thought they were good, especially it. I like. Oh wait, I don't want to give spoilers away.
Yeah.
But I did like Ego's planet. It was very beautiful.
Ego, the living planet.
Yeah, Ego, the living planet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty, wasn't it?
It was very.
I think the CG and stuff in this movie was quite good. I think I actually think the CG and the special effects and stuff were better in this movie.
Yeah.
But it might be down to the story and like what they've got to put in front of the camera rather than just the quality of them overall. But like because of what they're doing, you know, it looks pretty and colourful and stuff. This movie's definitely like 10 times more colourful than the last one.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. It had 5 after credit scenes.
If I had 5 after credit scenes,
which is a lot more than any other.
They were basically 5 little sketch.
Yeah, they weren't like proper.
Yeah, they weren't like they weren't
after credits. Well, there's usually like after credit scenes would normally be like the next movie or something about the like number 3 or something. Whereas this was just based on this film.
Yeah, they were just like sort of tiny little snippets, 5 second like comedy bits.
Yeah. Little snippets.
Yeah, you get to see you don't just get to see baby Groot in this. You get to see like 5 seconds of teenage Groot at the end.
It's like,
I'm Groot.
Yeah.
I'm Groot.
Like proper teenage, like messy room and.
Yeah.
I'm Groot.
Yeah. What about character development? Do you think that we like learnt a lot more about the characters? Yeah, I mean, you're obviously going to learn more.
Well, yeah, obviously we did learn
I know
more.
You're obviously going to learn more because it's like another movie on top of the first one. But in terms of overall within one movie, how much you learnt about a character, do you think there was a lot more character development and
I think what obviously
this
movie was, a lot of it was based around Quill, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're going to be, aren't they?
Well, yeah, they are going to be.
He's kind of like the main character, basically.
Yeah, but we also got to learn more about Drax and his like daughter as well.
Yeah, well, we got to learn a lot about a lot of people, didn't we?
Yeah, so there was definitely more.
You get to sympathise with Nebula a little bit.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. What did you think to the humour? This one was a lot funnier.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot funnier. I think they were intending it to be a lot funnier than the first one because obviously the first one's funny, but it's not meant to be a comedy film.
Yeah.
It's obviously a sci-fi comedy film, but this one was a lot of comedy.
In a way, would you class the first one as a sci-fi action and this one as a sort of a sci-fi comedy?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel like in terms of like the colours and the comedy, like, you know, the colourful nature of what's on screen and the comedy, this and the upcoming Thor Ragnarok look quite similar in the trailers.
Yeah, I think so.
Did you want to see any cameos from other characters?
I knew there wouldn't be, so no.
I mean, we had another bloody Howard the Duck cameo. We didn't need that.
Yeah, we did. And the dog, what was the dog called? That wasn't until the end.
I don't know what the dog's called. It's that Russian dog, but he doesn't even speak, and he's supposed to speak.
He's only at the very end. Anyway.
Yeah. Let's see. Stan Lee's cameo was quite cool.
It was very long, actually.
Yeah, it wasn't like
compared to he had an after credit scene himself, like a whole after credit scene.
Well, but he had a cameo, and then he had an after credit scene, which were both the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
Where it seems to be sort of confirming one of the fan theories about Stan Lee and the characters he plays in these movies, because people are saying. People have said that he might be this like watcher character or some observer character. I don't know what it's called. And like the reason he's in all his movies is he's the same character, but he's just like, I don't know. He's like some alien or god or some sort of creature thing that like I don't know. I'm butchering this because I don't know the names or anything like that.
Side note: every time you talk, this bench vibrates.
You can feel it.
I can feel you talking on this bench.
Oh, there you go.
It's really weird. I was like, what's that vibrating? And then I realised it's just you talking.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, okay. So...
Fly in your hand.
Well, I'm not worried about it. We do get to see that pod thing for Adam Warlock, I think, at the end.
Yeah.
You know, people thought that pod in the collector's like... building was like Adam Warlock, but it wasn't because this one is. Yeah, so I was just saying about cameos that there is bits that are on Earth that like the main characters aren't on Earth in modern day. Obviously, you see a bit of them in flashbacks.
There's bits in loads of different like planets.
Yeah. I'm just saying there are clips on Earth, and that would have been a good excuse to have a cameo of like a superhero in the background or something.
Yeah, but then they're also not like it was in Missouri, I think it was.
It doesn't really matter where it is.
Yeah, but still, you don't really need them, do
you? Do you have anything that you thought about the movie that wasn't so good?
Not at the moment, but I mean, like when you watch movies again, you see different things, don't you? So
yeah, you see more.
Maybe when some dogs over there.
Distracted by the dogs.
Yeah. Maybe when I watch it again, I'll see other things.
Yeah. What do you expect from the next ones?
I don't know. Definitely more comedy. I think that is basically what the films are going to be turned into, just comedy films, really. At
some point, the Avengers and the Guardians have to interact. At some point,
definitely.
Do you think?
I think maybe it will start with like Thor, because Thor.
Yeah.
You know,
do you think we'll get maybe a Guardians cameo in Thor, potentially?
Maybe.
Because that would make sense, because it's in space.
Yeah.
And then that's how the Guardians and the Avengers meet.
Yeah, maybe.
Because we're going to have another Guardians of the Galaxy, but I think it's going to be after the next Avengers movie.
Yeah, most likely. Well, we haven't had an Avengers movie in a while, have we? So.
Well, yeah. So we've got two Avengers movies that are still slated. We have Infinity War and Infinity Gauntlet. Do you reckon after Infinity Gauntlet is over, do you think, like in the comics, that Iron Man will go into space and join the Guardians?
Maybe, but isn't Iron Man meant to turn into a girl as well? When's that happening?
Well, it doesn't turn into a girl.
Well, no,
it's like a different character.
A different character. But
that doesn't have that. Well, there's no when. That doesn't have to happen.
Well, no, I know it doesn't have to happen, but I thought it was happening.
No, there's no plan for that to happen in the movies anyway. Right now, maybe down the line in like 10 years or 20 years or some shit like that.
I mean,
but yeah, would you like to see Iron Man as a member of the Guardians?
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he could do both, couldn't he? Because he can go into space.
Yeah.
Whereas, I mean, the others can't really. I guess Hulk can.
Yeah, well, he's already in space.
Well, he is already in space, yeah. But I mean, like,
anyway,
the others can't.
Let's wrap this review-ish up.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Because we have about 10 seconds. Give me your marks out of 10 quickly.
Out
of 10.
8.
8.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go with a 8.7. On to other things. Recently, not too recently, it was like last weekend.
Yeah,
but
definitely last week.
We watched the Netflix series 13 Reasons.
13 Reasons Why.
Well, I'll abbreviate it to 13 Reasons.
But it is 13 Reasons Why.
Alright.
Can't just abbreviate it. It's
All
only
right.
one extra word.
Alright, pedantic. But people will know what you're talking about if you say it without the Y. Anyway, 13 Reasons Why. Very emotional series.
Yeah.
Most Netflix series are 13 episodes, so it kind of fits.
Yeah.
Like, they were never going to do one less or one extra. They were definitely going to do 13 episodes.
It was funny because I was telling Sam about it and how we should watch it. And then I went to work and my friend at work was actually watching it. And then basically everyone at work started watching it. So then we had like a massive group discussion about like we need to finish it and like what bits we need to look out for and stuff. But the ending was very emotional.
Yeah.
I kind of want to read the book now.
You said that you kept seeing memes about it before you watched it, and
yeah, I did.
Like, to me, I can't see how you could get a good meme out of a series that's about suicide.
But yeah, there was like a few memes like, oh, can I borrow your pencil? For example, can I borrow your pencil? And the person be like, no, and then the other person be like, welcome to your tape.
Oh, okay, that's
like
stupid.
That. But I haven't seen them since I've watched it, which is weird.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, so we watched it over like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Like the main character Clay, we had to watch it in bits and pieces. We couldn't watch it all at once.
Well, yeah, but that was, there was actually reasons why.
Yeah, there were reasons why. Maybe not 13.
No, mainly just because I had work to go to.
yeah. Pesky work, always getting in the way.
I know, gosh.
So, did you, even though there had to be 13 episodes, were there any episodes that you thought were kind of like a little bit boring or a little bit pointless? Like, you was like, we could do without this?
I mean, there was, because, it's not really... For example, I'm just trying to think of who. Alex wasn't that bad, really. You didn't really need to have like a whole tape.
Do you remember all their names?
Most of their names.
Hmm.
I mean, like a few good ones definitely to have were like Tyler and Bryce, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to. That's kind of the like.
And Clay, but Clay didn't really need to be at like near the end.
Yeah, I guess in terms of lists, you always think that like the people closer to the back of the list are going to be the worst.
Yeah, and he was near the end, but he didn't really do anything.
But for story purposes, you can't have him just be at the beginning, because he'll be like, oh, I can't listen to the rest.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like not knowing.
In all fair, he's just socially awkward.
Yeah, not knowing which tape you are is one of the motivating factors for each character to carry on listening.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
No spoilers.
But I heard that they are like maybe thinking about a second season.
Yeah.
Because obviously it did leave on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, let's come back to that bit in a minute. I'll be honest. So Clay was worried that if it goes to number 12 and number 13, that the tapes will just get destroyed, right? They'll never get like out.
Yeah.
And like I'm like, how did it get through all the other people, really? Because there's definitely people in that list that I would have thought would have gotten rid of it.
Oh yeah, definitely. But remember, there was a second set.
No, I know there's a second set of tapes. I'm just saying that there are definitely people in that list before Clay that would have and could have just been like, fuck this.
I can't remember her name. Like I said, I don't remember every single
Are you going to talk about the Asian one?
No, I don't like the Asian one. She's a bit...
The self-hating lesbian.
Yeah, she's like...
Oh, by the way,
gay dads,
we should say...
I can't be lesbian.
We should say...
Massive spoilers.
Massive spoilers. We're not going to do any spoilers for Guardians of the Galaxy.
But
this is a Netflix series and it's been out for a week. If you haven't watched
it's definitely been out for a while.
If you haven't watched a Netflix because it's so good. If you haven't watched a Netflix series within the first week or two, then it's your own fault, because they're released all at once.
Yeah.
But back to Guardians of the Galaxy, I will give one spoiler because it has nothing to do with the story. Watch out for a giant stone Pac-Man.
Yes, that was amazing.
Yes. Anyway.
But yeah, back to 13. She was annoying.
Yeah, because she was like, she was under pressure that like she's adopted by gay dads.
And she is basically a lesbian, but she doesn't want to tell people she's a lesbian.
Well, she might be bi, we don't know.
Well, yeah, but I think she's mostly a lesbian.
Yeah, but she's like under pressure kind of from at least one of her dads to not be gay because of which is weird, because of like all the sort of like, I don't know, all the hassle you get for just being gay in America
but also,
and other countries.
She doesn't want to come out as lesbian because of the struggle of having 2 gay dads anyway.
Yeah.
Which seems so stupid. And then, so to cover up her lesbianism, she basically, like, drops fucking Hannah in it. Like, horribly.
Everyone drops Hannah in it.
Yeah, but she does it horribly.
Wouldn't everyone does that? I mean, every single character practically does. That's why they're one of her 13 reasons, because they all do something horrible like that.
I can't remember. I know there's like 2 black girls, but I can't remember the other. The main black girl. There's
like a light black girl and a dark black girl.
Yeah, the dark black girl. We're so terrible with names. I remember like some of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, she hit a fucking post, and yeah, she should have. Is that even something to call the police about, really?
Yeah, I mean, if you hit a stop sign, then people aren't going to stop, and then they're going to get T-boned by a car coming the other way.
That is true, but...
Which is what happens.
We don't really have those stop signs in the UK.
Because we don't need them.
Yeah, but we're not retarded...
Americans. No, we just have different road laws and rules, and we basically...
I think we're smarter.
We have a heck of a lot more...
Because we don't need the stop signs to stop.
But we do have a heck of a lot more...
security cameras.
Sorry, no. Traffic lights.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I remember showing Warren, who's from Canada, I showed him on Skype on share screen, like I showed him around my town. He was surprised about how many traffic lights there were. But also, what we do have something equivalent to a stop sign. Instead of stop sign, we have like a little dotted line, which means stop and let the other traffic go.
Yeah, it's like give way.
Yeah, give way. Those little give way dots.
Yeah.
Beep, beep, beep.
But we're not dumb as well.
Anyway, let's stop insulting an entire country of like 360 million people.
Yeah, I know, there's a lot more Americans than there are in the UK.
I'm just saying, like, they can't all be that bad.
No.
Why are we such American haters?
I don't know. I've got family in America, so do you, don't you?
Yeah. We both have American family. We blame it on Trump.
Anyway, back to 13 Reasons Why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was some that weren't, like, terrible. Like, Tyler was terrible. It's a bit creepy.
Mm.
Like, if you like the person, just fucking talk to them.
Mm.
Really all you need to do. Bryce.
Rapist.
Multiple rapist.
Like, at least twice rapist.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so let's start to get towards the end, because we've only got like less than 2 minutes on this recorder. By the way, I'm doing this with a phone that does this. It's amazing. Why don't all phones do this? But it only records for 10 minutes on 720. So towards the end, there are like 2 or 3 characters that all get sort of tooled up with guns, right? One who is the photographer guy,
which is
Tyler, who has like a box full of weapons.
He sells like, I think, some photographs, doesn't he, to get a gun?
Does he?
Yeah.
What? No, he doesn't. That's I don't know. But the point is that he has a box full of guns. He's definitely planning a school shooting. He's that sort of character.
And then Alex, he has guns anyway because his dad is...
his dad's a cop. But
Justin
also buys a gun.
Yeah.
Right. All of these people would have good reason to shoot Bryce.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So in terms of any complaints about the series, my major complaint is that no one shot Bryce. I'm so disappointed.
It also left on a cliffhanger because, obviously, Alex shot himself in the head.
Yeah.
But we don't know he shot himself in the head.
So Rebecca reckons there's going to be a sequel.
Himself. Yeah, because I think it's going to be about Tyler, who is going around killing them, because Tyler... It was either Alex did shoot himself in the head, or Tyler shot himself.
So do you think there's going to be a new? Do you think there's going to be a new?
Do the school shooting.
Do you think there's going to be a new 13 Reasons, but in each episode a character dies?
Maybe.
But
I think that Tyler is definitely going to do a school shooting with all those guns.
It's going to turn into a...
And he took his picture down.
Yeah, it's going to turn into like a jigsaw, like Jigsaw from Saw.
But maybe he took his picture down.
We're coming down to 5 seconds. We'll start this again in 3, 2... You didn't need to pause.
I know I didn't. Tyler took his picture down. So I don't know if Tyler took his picture down because Alex is the only one that stuck up for him, or he took his picture down because he's already killed him.
So a while ago I was skeptical about this, thought that there's going to be a sequel, because how do you do a sequel about there can't be 13 more tapes from fucking Hannah Baker.
Yeah, but remember there's 14 now.
Oh.
Because we got Bryce's confession.
Yeah.
But also, I think it's also good that they didn't shoot him, because that's a quick way out.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what I would settle for, other than a whole new series, is just a so to speak Christmas special. You know how like Sense8 had a Christmas special, which is back next week. So maybe we'll talk about that at some point. I'd like just a Christmas special, and it's all about like 12 people ganging up on Bryce and all like torturing him and shooting him and whatever.
Maybe.
It'd be great.
But yeah. I'm going to read the book, because apparently the book's a lot different. Like, in the book, she doesn't slit her wrist, which, by the way, you see in the TV show. And that is...
really emotional.
Oh my gosh. That, like, you feel her pain. Like, you actually feel it yourself.
Yeah. Rebecca, we didn't watch the last episodes together, which is probably for the best, because Rebecca felt weepy. I had to pause, because I had to I had to cry. I had to dry my eyes.
I did feel like quite teary, but I wanted just to finish it. I couldn't like pause it then. I wanted to finish it, get over with, and then be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I reckon if we watched it together, we would both just be an emotional wreck. Both be crying.
100%.
Yeah.
Because I sympathetically cry, I think. I think when I see someone else crying, I also start crying, which is really weird.
Some people have that with puke.
Yes. But
that's more understandable.
Yeah, the book's a lot different, because she doesn't slit her wrists in the book. She actually overdoses.
Right, which makes more sense because her family owns a pharmacy.
Oh, yeah. But also it's, unlike slitting your wrist, because you can't put the blood back in, you can live on an overdose, because you can get your stomach pumped.
Well, no, both of these things you can live if you get to them fast enough, because you can stop the bleeding and give them a transfusion. Well,
yeah, but
so yeah,
her parents weren't home.
Both of them are survivable. I mean, the only one that isn't survivable is the one that happened to Alex. That like apparently happened to Alex. Has shot himself in the head.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, don't do it that way, because apparently some people that do that, it doesn't
just go straight through.
Well, no. Apparently, some people who do that and they put it there to their temple, it doesn't kill them. What it ends up doing is just going basically through their eyes, and they end up blind, but they're still alive.
Lovely.
So you end up with a massive, Cyclops from X-Men, just a massive red gash on the front of your face.
Yeah, if he did shoot himself, I don't know. I don't know. But at the end, it was saying that there was a 17-year-old boy with a head injury, wasn't it? That or something.
No. Someone came.
There was the ambulance. You know.
No. I mean, the principal came into that room.
The ambulance was before that, where it was like a 17-year-old boy.
But you said in the ambulance. You said about the ambulance that you could see through the bandages, and you thought the hair looked brunette.
Yeah, but that's what a lot of people could see online as well. But obviously, it was Alex. But it left us in suspense, because the ambulance came way before they did, they had the, all the kids had to do their,
testimonial things?
Yeah, testimonial things. And so then we didn't find out until the end who it was.
Yeah. So do you think that the tapes are going to get released because the parents now have a digital copy?
Well, yeah, the parents have a digital copy. I think that.
Do you think they're going to put that out there?
I think the counsellor might listen to them and then chuck them.
Yeah.
And then obviously, what's his name? The Latino Mexican guy. Troy.
We should remember his name.
I know, I don't know.
You're talking about the main, the main one of the main dudes.
Yeah, he's gay as well.
Yeah.
But he also has another set.
Cool car. Yeah.
So I think they'll get out, because didn't Tyler said about in his testimony that there was tapes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, what was your, I guess, if you can have a favourite episode of a series like this, what was your favourite episode?
I don't know. I feel sorry for Clay though. I feel sorry for Clay. Like, Clay's so sweet and innocent.
See, that's one of the saddest things about this, is that Clay and Hannah both wanted each other and they both could have been happy together.
But they're both socially awkward.
Yeah. There was just like stupid little things that got in the way.
Yeah.
And that's one of the saddest things about it is the missed opportunity for love.
I've been reading online about 13 Reasons Why, and the little like dream scene that Clay has with him and Hannah in like the future, you know, where they're happy together and stuff. There's this song, I think it's called like 1,000 Days or something like that, and it mentions a date on the 10th of November where like everything happens, like everything bad happens or something like that. And the testimonies, if you look on the date on it, it's actually the 10th of November. I've been looking into all this shit after I watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't know what's actually going to happen, because obviously it left it on a cliffhanger and it left on that date, but we don't know what's going to happen. What would you
most like to see in a follow-up series or just a follow-up episode? If
I don't know. Clay happy.
I think
now,
yeah. I think the two things that everyone wants to see is Clay happy and Bryce dead.
Yeah.
All right, that's pretty good. Now this probably links on quite well to my last topic, and we'll make this a fast one. How many stars out of 5 would you give it, Rebecca?
Oh wait, we can't.
Yeah, but if you could.
4.5.
A 4.5. I'll go with 4.5 as well, and that is linked to the last topic to do with Netflix, because Netflix have recently gotten rid of the star rating system when you finish the series.
But do you remember YouTube did that too?
Yeah, and they replaced it with a thumbs up and a thumbs down, and now you're sort of matched like it's a dating site on like thumbs ups and thumbs downs on whether or not a series would be a good match for you.
Yeah. And
that annoys me, because again, like Rebecca just said, it happened to YouTube, where YouTube videos used to have a star rating system
back in the day.
And that's so much more helpful to judge if you want to watch a video, because I don't care if people liked it or disliked it. I want to know, like, say if I'm looking for a tutorial, right? A star system tells me that this is a good tutorial. It doesn't tell me whether... I don't want to know if people liked it or disliked it.
There's always going to be people disliking it. No one likes everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't like a binary system.
Also, what if I think it's okay, I don't dislike it, but I don't like it?
Exactly.
There's not like a meh.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
If they had a meh button, then I'd be like, okay, that's fine then.
Rebecca, I would use the meh button all the time. Meh. It should say meh.
It should just say meh.
Meh.
Yeah.
But
I would just use that.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, is that with the star system, you have shades of grey. Maybe not 50, but you have 5. And like, I might like a series like it's a okay watch, so it's like it's a 2, and it's worth a watch. It's a 3. It's would recommend 4. It's a fucking perfect series 5.
Yeah.
But like and dislike are so black and white, so binary. It's so frustrating to me.
What is that program where we gave it like a 3 when they did have stars? Where we gave it like a 3 stars on Netflix?
I don't know. There's probably plenty.
But we were like, that was shit. Why did we watch that?
I don't know, but we haven't got time to think about that right now.
Anyway.
That, like, it's funny. I guess we're such millennials, because you don't understand how genuinely frustrating it is to me that there is no star system now and there's just thumbs up and thumbs down. It's so fucking annoying.
We need a meh.
Meh button.
A meh
Definitely. Anyway, what did you think, to the audience, what did you think to all these things in the comments? Leave us a comment.
Let us know if you watched them all.
Yeah. And, well, thanks for watching. Until next time, peace and TTFN.
We're going shopping.
We're going shopping in town, which is that way? No.
That's definitely the wrong way. The other way.
It's
that way.
It's that way-ish. There's a...
By the castle.
By the castle. It's a church. Anyway, bye.
Bye.